What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this Skip Bayless tweet that has gone viral. No matter what side of the argument you fall on, people have strong opinions against Skip, and some people have strong opinions defending him based on what he said and how it was interpreted. And I know on a public forum sometimes we only get 140 characters, so whatever you say can be interpreted different ways. I get it. I respect what everybody is trying to say. I personally feel it was the wrong time to talk about the standings and how the season will play out as it pertains to that game. He was in that literal moment, where everybody was holding their breath, and he put that out in the air. And so it was received how it was received. And one other noticeable omission this morning from Undisputed was Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe did not show up to the show today, and you could say prior engagements, but nah, normally they don't have the show, or normally they're off at the same time. You don't necessarily see that show where one is there and the other one is off. You rarely see that. I've never seen that, but I'm pretty sure it probably has happened. But they didn't even get anyone to replace Shannon for not being there. And so that tells me, or at least that implies, that it was a last minute type of thing where they were scrambling to get the show going, but Shannon made it known that he wasn't coming today. And Skip Bayless got up there and gave, I guess you could call it, well, I guess you can't call it an apology, but he said something. I mean, he apologized in his tweet yesterday after the fact, but he got up there, and to me, it was kind of fake. Like the motions, him trying to gas like it was so hard for him. I'm not gonna go too deep in that because I know people gonna feel one way, another group of people is gonna feel another way, but I'm gonna play this, and I want to know what you guys think. I'll be right back. Check it out.
Jen, allow me to say up front that I apologize for what we're going to set out to do here today if it offends anyone, because we're going to try to do the show pretty much as we usually do the show. But I'll admit up front, I'm still shook up by what happened last night.
So you can hear the damage control panning and hard breaths and just the tone of what he's trying to do. Doesn't sound genuine to me. People can think whatever they want to think. Just you can feel when someone is sincere in what they're saying or if they're putting on a show. And this right here definitely gives me the vibes of someone putting on a show. Let's continue.
To Damar Hamlin. In fact, I'm still wrecked. In fact, I'm not sure I'm capable of doing this show today. But after barely sleeping on it, I decided to give it a try.
Skip. You don't have to do all that, buddy. Just say we're going to try to do the show and we're going to try to speak on this respectfully. Don't act like there was such a struggle for you to come do this show when you knew you was going to do it the whole time anyway, my guy.
Maybe I'll fail. Maybe we will fail, but we're going to try. We wrestled through much of the night whether to even do a show today because it felt like in our minds we almost can't win with this, because the last thing we want to try to do is come off as insensitive to what this young man is going through in a life or death situation.
No, Skip, you wrestled with doing that show because Shannon Sharpe said he wasn't coming to do the show today and you still wanted to do it. Don't act like it was for any other reason. To go to your point about not wanting to come off as insensitive, well, to a certain group of people you already have. So it would have been a good opportunity with you by yourself without Shannon Sharpe to insulate you to apologize by yourself. Okay, if people didn't receive it, then that's on them. But this is a perfect opportunity for you to say it out your mouth that you're sorry and get your thoughts across clear and concise. Continue.
The last thing we want to do is offend anyone by trying to do what we always do, which is talk about sports. As this show goes on, we're going to try to talk about a little bit of sports, but we're going to continue to talk about what happened to this young man last night through this very difficult morning for all of us. Obviously, my partner Shannon Sharpe is not here today. I look forward to seeing him tomorrow.
One of the parts I took out that audio, he said that us as the viewers could have tweeted in our thoughts and kind of go through it like he does on his own show. If you ever seen his podcast, you know, he responds to some of the things the fans says, which is a cool dynamic to his show. But today you actually needed the fans because you knew Shannon Sharpe wasn't going to be there. So let's keep it all the way 100 when we talking about these things, man. Skip, I think you missed an opportunity right there. Terrell Owens has been on your top already. Dez Bryant, a few other people, Kendrick Perkins. A lot of people has gone at him. And it's not even about this. If it was a different type of person, okay, so check me out. If it was, say if Shannon or somebody tweeted this, most people might have said, take that down, bruh. Come on, man. Not right now. That would have been more their tone. Skip, the tone that these athletes and people within the profession have about him is that they're sick of him and they were just waiting for him to do something stupid like this. It's you can have two people that mess up the same way, and based off their track record is how you gonna react. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna react to someone who doesn't have a long line of violating the same way you're gonna already come in with your guard up with someone who's known to violate. You know what I'm saying? If someone's known to violate, you're going to come at them one way. If somebody is known to be pretty much a stand-up person and they say something out of line, you're going to try to see where it's coming from a little more because it's a little bit out of character. So I think Skip Bayless, man, what I'm going to be interested in seeing is when Shannon comes tomorrow, if he comes tomorrow, how the dialogue is going to be. Is this just a crazy coincidence that he's not there? He left Skip there to fend for himself, or did these dates just happen to or is there something to this? Because Skip violated Shannon not too long ago, and you know his dialogue with Shannon smooths things over, and not that people forgive him or forget, but you know people like Shannon Sharpe a lot. So they'll come on his show and everything. But when he doesn't have that covering, and I think that's why sometimes people don't bash the show. They bash Skip because they like Shannon. I'm wondering, did Shannon leave him there based off how he violated? And not saying, you know, he did it just to get him back. But, hey, you talk to me crazy. You discredit me. Get yourself out of this with just what you do. You know what I'm saying? You speak so absolute on things. Get yourself out of this hole that you're getting pressed in right now, or this corner you getting pressed in right now. Get yourself out of that without my help. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.